Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 23rd of April 2020. So yesterday the bonds dumped as gold, stocks, crude and crypto and dollar all jump. And I'll show you why this happened in just a moment. But let's start off by looking at the markets yesterday. I'm going to start intraday. This is the Dow Jones in the pre-market session. Each bar is 5 minutes. And just after recording the market alert yesterday morning, the prices on the futures market continued to move higher. But in particular is this area here where we can see prices coming off the DP just after 130. And the reason for this is crude oil, because you will see here, if I can just drag this in, let me just change this to a 4-hour chart or something. Let's go with the daily, it'll be easier. I'll find the right chart, that's the Dow. Let me find the oil, there we go, that's what I was after. So yeah, yesterday you can see prices were moved higher, and they're being moved higher on the overnight as well. So now I'm just going to go into the 5-minute chart and show you there you go. There's exactly the same pattern between the same time where oil prices were moved higher and the stock market moved higher as well. And this was what was supporting the market yesterday. And then all of these other moves during here were again supported by the crude oil price. And this is very interesting because again, the manipulation is blatant in the markets at the moment. When we had crude oil crashing minus 37 on the May futures contract, we saw the Dow barely move to the downside, when really it should have fallen out of bed with the oversupply of the crude oil. So it goes to show, we get a bit of news about moving crude oil to the upside, or an instruction as the case may be. As we see here, Trump directs the Munchkin Energy Secretary to create plan to support oil gas industries as sell-off deepens. And like I say, the Fed have got a trading room, and it doesn't take long before a few mouse clicks and you can start buying the futures contracts and move the market to the upside. And just to bolster this, you can't make this stuff up. Trump tweets that he ordered Navy to destroy Iranian gunboats. And there's the actual tweet. Went and actually verified that it wasn't fake news. So yeah, the lunatics have taken over the asylum, but it's as General Salente said, when everything else fails, they take you to war. And that's the last thing we need at the moment. But like I say, there are plenty of psychopaths running the world at the moment. And don't be surprised by what you see at the moment. So yesterday, the Dow opened, like I say, it was dependent on crude oil moving it higher yesterday. It was very choppy in the first couple of hours, and then eventually the market broke, as always, and made its way back to the upside. Overnight, prices have moved down a bit on the Dow, on the futures, but we're above the DP level, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, we're above the daily pivot level. And prices now have managed to get through the 200 bar moving average as well, and moved higher. In the daily chart, we can see prices heading back towards the 62% retracement, and they need to blow through here to head higher. And today, of course, the main event to assist in doing this is the unemployment claimant numbers, and we've got a forecast. We've had 5 and 6 million for the last 4 weeks, and which puts us around 20 odd million have lost their jobs in the US so far, and we're forecast today at 4.3 million for last week. Now, it doesn't really matter what the figure comes out at. If it's higher, they'll still move the market to the upside. If it comes out lower, then they'll really have the excuse to move the market back to the upside, which is what we're likely to see. So there's the 62% retracement, and get through this and start marching up towards that 76% retracement area as well. So that's a quick roundup of the lunacy that's going on and where we're at the moment. So I'll cut it short because most of the activity is going to be taking place at 1:30 today. I don't think there's, or is there any other news? Oh, we got the flash services from the French. All of these are going to be pretty dire, and the same with the Germans. These are out at 8:30 if you trade the DAX, and then the main event. We got GB flash as well. So there are quite a few news items. When's that out for the GP? 9:30. Yeah, so 8:30, 9:30, and then we go over to 1:30, and then the US flash manufacturing is also out as well. So everything forecasts lower in all of the flash and PMIs, which you'd expect. But it'll be interesting to see how disastrous these are when they are released later this morning and this afternoon. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.